another country for higher education? Well, any answers? You can just type in the comment box. Uh, well, lots of opportunities. Yes, you're right, and there might be various other things. So, a person when he is going for higher education in a different country from his hometown, he might be looking for various opportunities. He might be looking for various things. Okay, so if we are shortlisting the top four, then a person, when he is going for higher education or to another country, he or she has a couple of key things in the mind which will enhance his or her profile. The first and foremost thing is that diversity. Oh, you aren't able to hear my voice?
That's coming well, Faisal bhai.
Okay. Okay. So a person when he is moving to a different country, he or she might have various things in mind, or he might have be looking to achieve a couple of things. The first and foremost thing a study abroad will offer to any individual is the diversity. uh, we always believe that a person when he studying uh, in a class where there are people from different backgrounds and from different industrial domains, his or her learning capabilities or his understanding of various things will be improved. There might be two instances. The first instance is that there are two different class. The first classroom is of a person. The first classroom is from a college where all the individuals are from almost same background. You all are doing MBA, and the individuals are also almost from the same background, like they just completed the 10 plus 3 or 10 engineering, and after that they have either 1 or 2 years experience or 0 years experience, and they all are doing MBA. So in that case, contributing to the class from your life experiences or from your work experiences is very minimal. However, when you are in a classroom where there are people from different countries, where the people are from different background and different you can say work background, and they have different life experiences, the contribution in the class it will be very very high. So in the modern classrooms, particularly when it comes to MBA, all the program managers they want to make sure that the class is very much diverse. They even want to admit to the classroom a doctor, a armed force professional, an IAS officer, a fresh graduate, and uh, you can say a lady who is who is getting back to work after a long gap. So each and everything, or a person who is running his or her family business. So the more almost all the top schools they want their classroom to be very much diverse, and even from the people from different countries, so that when you are sitting in the classroom, your learning capability and your understanding of things it will be improved. Now, second thing, why most of the people uh, uh, will look for higher education in a different country is that better opportunities. Let's say if you are planning to if you're planning for higher education in the countries like USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and even European region, as a student of that particular country, you have a preference when it comes to job opportunities or when it comes to internship opportunities in that particular country. Let's say there you always have an interest in working for Tesla, or you always have working interest working for GE in their in the main plant. However, it's very, very difficult a graduate from India to get internship opportunities or training opportunities or even entry-level opportunities in that particular country. However, when you are a graduate of that particular country, your opportunities will increase by many folds. Uh, if you did your bachelor's or master's from that particular country, your opportunities it will increase by many folds. Furthermore, almost every country they have a thing known as postgraduate study permit or post-study work permits or OPT for all the students who are graduate of that particular country. So it will give the opportunity to the international students uh, to work for their dream companies or to work for international companies post completion of the studies. And furthermore, if the company is very much happy with your work or if they have certain opportunities, even they might offer you a permanent work permit. Third option is obviously the immigration opportunities. Almost every country they have a very uh, they always have a strong preference or they even give strong good points for the students who holds bachelor's or masters from that particular country when they're applying for immigration. Let's say you did your bachelor's or master's from Italy or from Germany or even from Australia, then or even from UK, as a student, you will get extra points when you are graduate from that particular country because almost every country they have a point-based admission system. Even more, when you are graduate of a particular country and when you are applying for skill-based immigration for a country like USA, like EB1 and EB2, then even you will have extra points when you are graduate from the particular country. At the last, when you are pursuing your masters from countries like USA, UK, Australia, or some other countries, you will even have access to a top ranked universities. Basically, if you see, uh, there are multiple scenarios. When it comes to India, attending an IIT is very, very difficult. However, when with the minimum effort, or you can say moderate level of effort, you can join a top university of the USA, which is almost at par with IITs with minimal effort. There are many universities which are in the ranking level of top 200 or top 300 of the world, and they are almost at par with the IITs in terms of ranking, in terms of research output, in terms of placements. Uh, they will give admission to the students. The real reason is that when it comes to IITs, they have very strict filtration process. They have very they give they give maximum points to the entrance examination. However, when it comes to the countries, English-speaking countries, or you can say any other country, they give points to your overall profile. They will give profiles to your GPA. They will give marks to your GPA. They will give marks to your individual profile, your CV, and your life experiences and your work experiences, and even your SOP and your letter of recommendations. Probably your research papers. So, if at all, if you are looking for getting a master's from a top ranked universities, so you can easily pack your bags and go to a country and graduate from a top ranked universities, which will further improve your access to research opportunities, as well as even more it will even give access to the best companies of the world. Now comes the most important point of study abroad destinations. Now, previously, most people from the India think that they have study abroad destination only in the USA or the Canada or to some extent UK and Australia. However, to attract people from India, every country is launching few schemes so that they will get access to the best talent of India, and moreover, even they will build the diversity, and even they will get a good amount of Indian dollars. So now we will see each and every country and their pros and cons. So, as a student of higher education, you have option of pursuing your bachelor's or master's from USA, from UK, from Australia, from New Zealand, from Canada. Furthermore, there are many students who are even opting for higher education in the countries like Germany. They are even looking for higher education in the countries like Italy, France, Sweden, and even some people are moving to countries like South Korea and Japan. So, thing is that each and every country, they are attracting Indian talent by promising they're promising certain easability in terms of immigration, in terms of job. So the thing is that if you are decided for higher education, always don't limit yourself to a particular country. Always look for a wider opportunities, and always look for which country is offering maximum benefits to you. Now, the most important thing is that how should one decide the right study abroad destination? Because mostly people think that, or mostly people will go by advice by certain friend or by certain relative. However, when it comes to deciding the right study abroad destination, it's not just about the friend suggestions or from a relative suggestions. There are various things which you have to take into consideration. The first and foremost thing is that um, choice of course. Obviously, the first and foremost thing is the permanent residency. Each and every country always offer a permanent residency. So, if your main goal is to settle in a different country, let's say you are from India and you have a goal after masters, you want to settle in that country, you want to get the citizenship, then it's always not good. Then you have to take into consideration how much time a country is taking how much time a country is taking for an individual to give the PR. So now the usual wait time for different countries are quite differing. When it comes to USA, the merit system is very much difficult, and to get a green card, it will take ages. However, when it comes to the European region, you will easily get EU blue card within 4 to 5 years. Then there you can when it comes to UK, after if you're legally working for 5 years in the UK, then you can easily get your indifferent ILR, that is permanent residency. When it comes to Ireland, the usual wait time is 5 years overall. So within 5 years, you can get the permanent residency of Ireland. So each and every country has a different wait time, and if you are if your main goal is to settle in that country, then you always have to take into consideration this important topic. The second thing is that um, the second important thing which most of the students they should look is choice of course. Every country has a certain you can say edge while offering certain courses. Now, when it comes to technology courses or when it comes to healthcare technology courses, uh, um, you should always consider USA. However, when you are looking for the courses in psychology based or you can say healthcare allied sectors, then you should always consider um, what you say Canada. Then there are certain courses which are focused on the construction management, mining. Then a student should always focus, or they should always look for the courses in Australia. And when it comes to what you say modern, or you can say applied engineering, the countries like Germany or Sweden, they are they have certain good courses in that domain. Apart from that, when you are shortlisting the country, you should even look of the research output or the research interest of that particular country. Now, one of the major reasons why a student should always look for the research output or the research interest is that always when you are pursuing a master's and when you have good amount of research papers along with your name, then the first and foremost thing is that there are three main benefits. The first benefit is obviously it will improve your profile. Second benefit is that the in the countries like USA, you can easily get access to opportunities with research institutions, with universities, and even some funding organizations, whereby you won't have to get into the grind of H1B. And at last, when you have strong research papers along with your name, and imagine you didn't get shortlisted in a H1B lottery, or you didn't get shortlisted for the work permits. So mostly for the people with high research interest or for the people with extraordinary capabilities, mostly the countries have a special scheme for attracting this talent. They usually in the countries like USA, they call it as own visa, which is for the people with extraordinary ability. And almost every country have the scheme for the people with extraordinary research capability. Moreover, even the other countries like UAE and down the line, many other countries are offering golden visa for the people with high research interest. So it's always good uh, to shortlist or to join a course which is giving access for the research. The fourth thing, which most of the students do neglect, is the safety. When you are pursuing your higher education from another country, you should always look for the safety. Why safety? Because when your parents are sending you to a different country, they obviously they will be worried about your well-being. Apart from that, uh, few countries or few states, they have a bad reputation for gang wars. They have bad reputation uh, what to say for enmity, or you can say for xenophobia. So always look for the universities, or always look for the place where the foreigners are welcoming the sorry where the nationals are, or the local people are welcoming the foreign nationals, and they don't have history of violence. So always look for the place where there is a where the place is very much calm, and where there are zero report of violence. Now, I just want to tell you that many people or many students from Hyderabad. Recently, there was one student who happened to be from the nearby locality of Dolchaki. And well, unfortunately, the student got kidnapped, and the kidnappers asked for the ransom of a couple of dollars. And later, uh, without even making a second call, they kill the person and even send the dead body. So I just don't want to scare you, but still you have to take into consideration always the safety aspect. Yes, even you have to look for safety aspect in your home country too. So always look for the college or the university in a place where there is huge safety, and where in the campus where there's a minimal involvement of local people, or you can say local goons. And after that, you always have to look for the user rankings. Now when it comes to user rankings, there are different criteria. So always don't go for the generic rankings, always go for the subject rankings. So there might be university which is among the top 10, but that university might not be the best university for pursuing a computer science program. So I will give you two different scenarios. The Harvard is one of the best university, but mostly when it comes to people when it comes to studying the computer science, students would love to go for the universities like University of California, Berkeley, or Caltech, or Georgia Tech, or MIT. The real reason is that they are considered as the best for computer science programs. So always look even for both the rankings, but even look for the subject rankings. And after that, you even have to look for the post-study work permits. So how much whether the country is offering post study work permits. Let's say the USA, when you are completing your masters, they even offer 3 years of post study work permit for the STEM course. And Canada recently they stopped giving post study work permits for the people who are graduating from the private college, while UK they even offer post study work permits, but they are in the parliament, they are still discussing about whether to continue offering the postgraduate work permits or not. And in the European region, they have very what to say very robust policy of post-study work permits. Even in the Ireland, they have post-study work permits. So always take into consideration what that country is offering in the postgraduate work permit, and like whether that universities can help you in getting place in a local company or not. And now take into consideration, after that you have to take into consideration affordability. Now, if you plan to pursue a master's from the Canada, then it will cost you very, very high. That is the reason why most of the students will go for graduate diploma or graduate certificate in Canada. Now, mostly if you are looking for the affordability, or you can say scholarships, people would love to go for the countries like Germany, Poland, or you can say uh, Italy. So these countries they have a very like first and foremost thing, the public universities don't charge fees, or even if they're charging fees, the fees are very very minimal. And secondly, uh, there are various private, or you can say third party scholarships in these countries. So if at all the student is very much interested, then they can easily study for almost free of cost. Now, I will just give you one example, couple of examples. A couple of students of mine, they are studying totally free of cost in the USC, and one university even offered stipend. And now a student of mine, she has core research interest in the cancer research, and that girl, she applied for German Cancer Research Institute, and it's a fully paid program. So always look for, when you're deciding for the right country, don't rush the things. Always look take into consideration what the course is offering, and how are the professors, and even whether they are offering any scholarships or any funded opportunities, and whether the professors have any funding opportunities. Let's say some in some universities, the professors might have certain fund in their hand, and if if you're getting shortlisted by the professors, they will even give the teaching opportunity, or if they will give the research opportunity. And when you are getting this opportunity, then almost your semester fees, it will be almost you can say nil. So there are many students of mine, alhamdulillah, they got graduate assistantship or research assistantship or teaching assistantship, and they're studying free of cost in that particular universities. And the best thing happened to them is that when they pursued RA or T opportunities, even they got in the good books of the respective professor or their deans and even the president of that university. So this will give them opportunity, because let's say if the professor is getting a certain opportunity with some company, so the professor will be very much happy to recommend that student. Now comes the most important thing of, so now that you shortlisted a university, now comes the most important thing of shortlisting a university. So when you are shortlisting at the university, don't don't rush the things. Always you have to take into consideration course structure, industry access of that particular university, and placement, affordability, and even you have to look for alumni support. Some universities have very close alumni pool, and when you have strong alumni support, you will get easily access to the best companies of the world. Then after that, you even have to look take into consideration ranking and subject rank. The real reason why I always say ranking and subject ranking is that mostly the hiring managers, or you can say uh, uh, technical managers or C-level executives, they are very much aware of a particular university's output or student output for that particular course. Let's say if there is one famous saying in the San Francisco, sorry, in Apple. So that Apple is sorry, San Francisco State or San Jose State University, and San Francisco State University is a kind of feeder to Apple Incorporated. So these are very much affordable universities. Their fees are very much in the lower range, but however they are very much in the top rank. And many students are studying over there. So these universities, almost it happens is that 30 almost 30% of the Apple workforce, both at the lower level and at the mid level, they are alumni of these two universities. The real reason is that these universities are very much close to the Apple head office. So what usually happen is that when they are uh, when the students are what you say going out for lunch, or when they are any event, they usually encounter employees of Apple, and they senior employees or senior management of Apple, and they usually develop a very close bond. There was one incident happened recently with one of my students. He was a student of Cal State Northridge, and during the lunch break, or they can even during like a kind of uh, study break, he used to meet a couple of employees from Metronics, which is a very good biomedical company, and the student is also from same background. So during the interaction, while having food, this employee just told that they have a couple of opportunities, and they invited him for internship. So usually when you are looking for the best companies of the world, so studying with the best universities, and uh, always being open for the opportunities outside will help you a lot. And apart from that, as I told you, that a few universities they usually offer placement support, so and the industry access. So you always have to look these things into consideration. Now, how the universities evaluate applications? Uh, co- Country to country to universities in India, the universities across the world, they take into consideration each and every aspect of your profile. Well, in India, if your dream is to join IIT Bombay, like SciPi, or best IITs, or then you have to score. If you're planning to study bachelor, then you have to study, or you have to get good score JE mains and JE advanced. And if you are planning to get pursue your masters, then you have to get good score or good rank in GATE. However, or even if you're planning to study your masters or MBA from IIM, then you have to get a good score in CAT. However, the few universities across the world, they take into consideration your overall profile, because they want to know what you can contribute to the classroom. So they will look at your GPA, they will look at your overall profile. Even if you publish the research papers, they will look into those aspects too. If you have patents in your name, they will look into this aspect. Apart from the test scores like IELTS, GRE, TOEFL, GMAT, and there are various other test scores. So they will look in. They will even look at your overall test scores, and even your recommendations. Let's say uh, probably there might be a situation that you applied for a master's in computer science, and you got a recommendation from SciPi uh, with your area of interest, as you did a research paper under SciPi. Then uh, and constantly your professor when look at the profile of cyber, then he will very happy to recommend you. The real reason is that always professors will look for who is the person recommending. Not take there was various instances uh, that a person is purely getting admitted to a different university just because of the recommendation. It happened was that the professor who was evaluating that application. And so there was, I will just give you one instance. So there, you applied for a master's at Cal State, or you can say San Jose State University, and for data science program. And the professor who is evaluating your application, he's happened to be very very good friend of the person who recommended you. And that person, they both your the person who is evaluating your application and the person who recommended you, they worked on various cases. And the person recommended you with your research interest in that particular domain. So if you are having these things on your profile, it will improve your profile by multiple times. Apart from that, uh, uh, evaluation committee do look at your SOP, do look at your CV, and apart from that, your life experiences too. So they won't just look at your test scores; they will look at your overall profile. So actually, now that you completed your now that you completed your masters, and you just want to step into the next stage of your life. So what next? So each and every country have certain options for the students who are graduating from their institutions. The first and foremost thing, almost every graduate from the particular country, they will get post-study work permits. So the post-study work permits, it will be ranging from 1 year to 3 years, 4 years. So the first and foremost thing, uh, you will get post-study work permits. Then after that, if I told if you are getting a job, so this post-study work permits is a kind of buffer time whereby you should get a good job and transfer your sponsorship. So mostly almost 95% of the students get a job offer within this time frame. So let's say if you are studying in the USA, then you'll get your H1B. Then let's say if you're studying in if you're studying in UK, then you will get your tier 2. Or if you're studying in Australia, then you will get your surplus 485. And if you're studying in Canada, then you'll get your work permit. So always the first and foremost thing every country offered to you is post-study work permits. And during this time, you have to make sure that a company who's ready to sponsor you is hiring you. So there might be two instances. The first instance is that company might hire you, but they don't have enough quota for the local sponsorship. So that doesn't work for you, because if the company doesn't have local sponsorship quota, then they can't sponsor you for the work permit. And it doesn't serve the purpose for you to to work legally over there. So always take into consideration, or always look into things like whether the country is open to hire foreign nationals, and even the country is open to hire or open to sponsor you. Now, now after that, once you get your employment opportunity, uh, once you get your employment opportunity, you can work legally in that country for almost 5 years, 6 years, and during that time, you can even apply for your work permits, or sorry, you can apply for your permanent residency, or your green card, or your blue card. So this is a kind of transition phase. The first transition phase happens right after your higher education. Second transition phase is right uh, after your work study after your study permit. The third transition phase usually happen is that uh, after your job. So mostly once the student or once the person gets a good job, he always focuses on getting a permanent residency. The real reason why a person looks for permanent residency is that a permanent residency will offer you best benefits to stay in that country. It will give you access to the healthcare, it will give you access to study, it will give you access to like job safety net, and it will give access to unemployment benefits, social protection. So it will give you access to almost everything. The only thing which a permanent residency or blue card or green card doesn't give you is right to vote and right to stand for a government office like MP or you can say PM. So it's very daily that mostly these people they won't be looking for government office. However, there are many peoples who hold uh, their permanent residency, but they didn't cancel their Indian citizenship because the real reason is that India doesn't allow dual citizenship. And the moment you are acquiring a country citizenship, let's say you are acquiring a citizenship of the Canada, your citizenship of India will get cancelled and you will get overseas citizen of India card. So mostly there are many people who don't want to cancel their um, Indian citizenship and they just want to hold a green card. But while there are certain people who just want to cancel their Indian citizenship and they just want to um, get a citizenship of that particular country. So it all depends on individual choices. So a person, you might all know the name Raghuram Rajan, who happens to be our Reserve Bank of India governor. Well, he is a USA green card holder, but he still have his Indian citizenship. There is a reason. There is a reason he managed to work as a governor for the Reserve Bank of India. So it's a kind of mix. Some people they just don't want to cancel their citizenship, while some people they just want to hold overseas citizens of India. They just want to acquire citizenship. Now, apart from that, there are a couple of things which you have to know is that each and every country they have certain pros and cons. While USA it will give you access to the best technology companies and best minds, and USA is a kind of if you are the best brain, then you should always look for the USA. Or when you are looking for long-term settlement and who just want a good work-life balance, they should always look for the countries in the European region. And when you're looking for calmness of mind, safety, and then you should always look for Canada. But Canada also has problem with extreme weather. So when you are deciding for right higher education destination, always take into considerations various things. Otherwise, you might end up joining a course which doesn't suit you, or ending up in a country where you feel homesick. So when you are uh, joining for, when you're going for higher education in different country, then when you are making the right choice based on this decision, there is very less likely chance that you might uh, feel, or you might feel that your decision is wrong. So, guys, actually, I can't take further because of bad health. So, I just want to conclude this session. However, if you just want to connect with me for any queries, you can connect with me by today evening. Inshallah, I will try to answer almost every query of yours. You can connect with me on. Well, any questions, or else can we just conclude? Yes, Farhan. Well, entomology and this type of courses, they are very much popular in countries like Canada. Or even if you're looking for free education, then always look for the European countries because they have various scholarships, and uh, there is a very high chance that you might study totally free of cost. Well, any other questions? Well, what are the opportunities for doing bachelor's in USA? Well, there are a lot of opportunities, and if at all, if you are interested in pursuing medicine, then should you can go for a bachelor's in biomedical science and or the bachelor's in biology. and you can go for MCAT and you can do your medicine in the USA. Well, this is the best thing you can do. Or else, if you are looking for subjects in the sciences, or you can say allied healthcare, then I always advise people when the students or kids who are planning to pursue their bachelor's education in the USA to go for healthcare courses, because they have a lot of opportunities. And luckily, if you are interested in writing MCAT, and if you're getting a good medical school, then you can pursue your medicine. If you see, uh, uh, what you say, if you are interested and if you got good profile and if you score good score in healthcare, then you can easily join some of the best medical schools. After that, you can complete your residency. However, even with bachelor's also, you can uh, uh, do a good job, because many students of mine, they did the bachelor's from the USA, and they're working, or they got good opportunities with some of the best companies. And uh, after that, like after working for 3 to 4 years or 5 years, they are planning to continue their masters.
So do we have any last question from the audience?
Saibain,
Before we-
is it okay if they can write connect with me on WhatsApp, because actually I'm not feeling well,
जी
so
जी जी
they
fine.
can connect with me on WhatsApp in evening.
Yeah, you can share your number
I'll just
and whoever wants can connect. Sure.
yes, you
So
can
Faisal
use
bhai, you are
Masters Baba
feeling
5.
well? So Faisal bhai has shared his number. I would request all the audience to please connect directly with him. We'll close this session now. Jazakumullah khair, Faisal bhai.
Jazakallah khair.
Or
And extremely sorry because I can't continue further. Actually, I'm feeling tired. So, inshallah, you can connect with me over WhatsApp. Inshallah, we'll have next session.
ठीक
Very,
है इंशाल्लाह Faisal
very
bhai.
detailed.
And thanks to all the audience also.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Islam.